Hey, okay. So for today's lesson, I want to take you on a little tour of the WAMS room. Some of you have spent a lot of time in here over the years, and some of you have actually just sort of arrived. And some of you, oh my gosh, some of you had your experience really cut short. And I'm sad about that, but I'm doing my best to make up for it. This is my desk, just this little island in the middle of y'all's space. I really like that arrangement. It took me a long time to figure that out. This is my one yellow chair. I don't know if you've noticed, but there aren't many yellow chairs in the school. You want to know why? Christy Boyd, the art teacher, stole them all. So all the yellow chairs are in her room, but I kept one. Now, I know you guys sort of had some experience in this room. This is the green screen room. I call this my office. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what this space is. Now these are my little idea boards. Miss Wertheiser had an amazing project that we didn't get around to this year, and I'm really sad about it. She went to the Paralympics in Peru over the summer and came back with some amazing footage. Sorry, Wendy. And short film ideas. I had some really great short film ideas there. Actually, you know what? They're not my ideas. They're your ideas. They're kids' ideas, right? What if time stops? What if every day were identical, kind of like a Groundhog Day thing? And then my personal favorite so far, The Lady in the Ceiling. That's Ken Burns, the famous documentary filmmaker, famous for, I'm sure you remember, the Ken Burns effect, which you should all know from my movie. This is my Muhammad Ali poster. It's in the corner because who wouldn't want Ali in their corner? And no, that is not Dumbledore. Now there's one more thing I want to show you, and it is the very first thing that I put up in this classroom when I got this job 3 years ago. It's this poster right here. So on this poster there's a ton of information on this poster. Pretty much it covers everything that anybody in their first year of film school would really think about as the fundamentals of how to use a camera to tell a story. And this is what we're going to be talking about today, it has to do with camera movement. Camera movement is a huge deal, okay? Along with how you frame your shot, it's the most important thing that helps guide the viewer's eye and control the tempo and the feeling of your video. It's wildly valuable for a number of reasons. I mean, one, if you have a shaky, strange video where everything's just going bananas all the time, you're not gonna give your undivided attention to what's being said. Or if your video is more about motion, even if it were like a skate video or something like that, you would want the movement of the camera to sympathize with the movement of your performer or what you were filming in a way that made the action super, super clear. You and I see videos like this every day online, right? They're just put together on the fly. Nobody's thinking about anything. Stuff's all over the place. You end up looking at the ground or the ceiling. You know, you get the dark patches, you get the light patches. It makes people seasick. Nobody wants to watch it. And it's pretty much just put up just to be thrown away later. So let me ask you this. Why would you not want to take a nice look at these beautiful blossoms on this tree out the WAMS window? What would keep you from wanting to look at that tree? Short answer, the camera's wiggling too much. It doesn't take much using today's tools to create a video that makes sense and tells a decent story. Look at this. Simply pan slowly. If there's something you want your viewer to see, hold the camera steady. Give them time to see what you want them to see. How much nicer is that? Okay, so how do we make the most out of the tools that we have? Let's say we got something like this, right? Or a tablet, which is even better because it's not quite so tiny. The first thing you want to do is you want to keep your elbows to your side. You want to anchor your arms to your elbow, and you want to raise and you want to hold your camera something like this, right? You'll see now that you've kind of created a little gimbal type deal. Now your instinct is going to be, and this is totally understandable, you're going to want to move from your arms. Keep your elbows centered to your side and move using other parts of your body. What's the best place to move from? Your hips. Now you see how my camera is more or less relatively stable, right? The reason for that is simple, and this is as true of drawing as it is of video. The more you're relying on the muscles in your arm and your shoulder to create stability in your fingers and your hand, the harder those muscles have to work. Those muscles are not designed to stay still for long. Those muscles are designed to always be in motion. So you want to rely on your core. You want to rely on the stabilizing muscles in your body to stabilize your camera. That doesn't mean you can't move. It doesn't mean you can't move all over the place, right? In fact, you'll see the difference. It's very easy to just, glide around on your feet. If you're making a conscious effort to be still in your center and making a conscious effort to move the camera using your whole body like so, you're gonna get still usable shots every time. And it's even better. Now, this is a little bit of a far out idea, but this is actually 100% true. The brain of the person watching your video is going to understand those movements because those brains have bodies too. So you're using the camera to express the language of the body. Now, that's some really far out stuff, but that's exactly what you're doing, and it's really super awesome. Something else this simple rule allows you to do is to create moving shots that can be really, really interesting in terms of telling a story. Hey, look, it's my hallway. You guys haven't seen that in a while. And this movement can take you from place to place in a way that totally makes sense, right? It's not like you still don't have to pay attention to obstacles, but by maintaining just a few simple, basic stabilizing tricks using your core, your elbows, and whatever else you have at your disposal, I'm assuming you have the same body parts that I do, more or less, you can create those meaningful moments. And that's what shooting video is all about. I mean, the only other thing I would add to that, and the thing that I think is the most important thing, and it's a challenge for all filmmakers, no matter what the age, is that the most important thing that makes camera movement work is that you know what you want to film before you film it. Now, I want you to try things out. I want you to have fun with this assignment, but just know that a real filmmaker knows where they want the camera to start and they know where they want the camera to end before they hit the record button. So for today's assignment, what I want you to do is look at there's only 3 activities on today's activity sheet for the Daily Bite number 3, okay? I want you to pick one of those 3 activities. They are all centered around getting you out there with your camera and moving. Okay, that's it. Pick one of the 3 assignments, do your 1 minute of video, turn it in, have fun, right? Have fun, oh my gosh. Get outside, wow, what a glorious day, right? And I will really look forward to seeing what you guys come up with. And next week, we're gonna do part 2 of the same assignment. And that means within those 3 assignments, we have covered a ton of really great skills to help you become an amazing videographer and filmmaker.